Diktel is a typical hilltop town in the lower Himalayan region of Nepal. Though the south and west-facing slopes in the mountains of the municipality receive sufficient rainfall and have several springs and streams, the town and its rural neighborhoods are increasingly struggling to fulfill their growing water needs. While the water sources have dried and are rapidly drying due to climate change, the demand for water has been growing in the town with increasing commercial and tourism activities. Even the water infrastructure itself is impacting negatively on water supply potential. According to the locals, the installation of cemented tanks and piped water systems that channel water to individual households is reducing the groundwater recharge and leading to the drying up of springs.
जुन स्काइभेटरको प्रयोग गरेर बाटोघाटो बनाउने जुन प्रचलन छ त्यो बाटोघाटो बनाउँदाखेरि पनि पानीका मुहानभन्दा माथि विकास निर्माणका कार्यहरू नगर्नु भनेर भनेको छ सैद्धान्तिक रूपमा चाहिँ त्यो वर्तमानका स्वार्थ पूरा गर्ने सन्दर्भमा पानीका मुहान माथिबाट बाटो बनाउँदाखेरि पनि पानीका स्रोतहरू सुक्ने गरेका छन् यी दुईटा मुख्य कारणहरू हुन्.
The locals also claim that the poor management of available water is adding to the escalating water scarcity. Additionally, after the devastating earthquake of 2015, residents have witnessed a significant decline in water flow. With declining water supply and the escalating demand for water, both humans and livestock are now facing a crisis in many villages of the municipality. Accessing water for drinking and daily household uses is becoming difficult day by day. Owing to the shortage of irrigation water, many farmers have migrated and are forced to abandon cultivation. As the water shortage worsens, household investments in fetching water are also increasing. Women and children are bearing the burden of investing time and labor. They spend hours walking up and down the mountains to fetch water from far-flung areas. In some places, they begin queuing as early as 4 a.m. and spend the entire morning waiting to just get a pot of water. Women are found spending 3 to 4 hours each day collecting and carrying water. They suffer bodily effects as a result of the physical labor involved. As they spend the majority of their working hours accessing water, they are unable to spend time on other productive work, and children are unable to attend school. Conflicts associated with water are also increasing in the town. The most apparent water dispute in the town is between the urban downstream and the rural upstream communities. The water conflicts have reached an all-time high since a donor-funded urban water extension project was initiated in 2015. Upstream communities are hesitant to provide water to downstream residents because they themselves require water for drinking, livestock, irrigation, and residential use.
हामी आफू पनि पाइप दबाएर लगेर नखाने अन्त पनि न
घर घरमा पानी लाने चल्या छ अहिले हैन पानी अब लान घरमा चाहिँ नपाएको होला या यत्रो पानी गएर जाछ केही भन्दैन
भनेर पाए हुन्थ्यो नि भाला लिएर तयार पर्छन् यहाँदेखि उधर पानी खाने ठाउँ छैन यही पानीले वस्तु भाउ मान्छे सबै खाइरहेछ
खाप्न चाहिँ आउँछ नि
The upstream communities also claim that they have first rights to the natural resources that have been passed down to them through generations. Contrary to the standpoint of the upstream communities, residents of the town center in the downstream argue that they should have equal access to water sources located inside the same municipal territory. Years of intense negotiations between the upstream residents and the new project's water users committee have led to several agreements which allow downstream communities to acquire water. As a result, The new urban water extension project is now operational in the town. The project serves over 1,000 families in the downstream core part of the Diktel municipality, and those households feel greatly relieved as their struggles for water have been addressed to some extent. However, not everyone in the municipality is happy with this development.
पानी घट्यो
कति जति घट्यो 20% जस्तो
पानी 100मा 80 घट्यो
80 आइरहेछ 20 घट्यो
20 घट्यो यो कसरी घट्यो भन्नुहुन्छ भनेदेखि ठ्याक्कसँगले यो माथिबाट पानी कटाएर दिक्तेल ठामखोरिया लगे
हजुर
यो माथि जोइ गुफाबाट अनि त्यहाँबाट पानी कटाएपछि यहाँ पानी घट्यो
दिक्तेलमा पानी लगाछ
माथिबाट छ त पानी
यो उम्रिन त यहीँ उम्रेको होला नि यहाँ बगेर आएको आयो
यहीँबाट निस्केको यहीँ निस्केको
अनि फेरि माथिको पानी लगाउँदा त कसरी घट्यो होला
यसको जुन माथिबाट चाहिँ अब जुन टाउको काटिदिएपछि उता खुट्टाको मात्रै के भएर हुन्छ माथि जुन मूल माथि शिरमा चाहिँ अलिअलि रसाए पो उता रसिन्छ
Upstream residents argue that their sources have dried up as a result of the project's water diversion to the downstream part of the town. They are facing major challenges with irrigation. The shortage of irrigation water has led to declined productivity as farmers now have to depend on increasingly uncertain rainfall. The impact on upstream agriculture would have been even more catastrophic if the upstream population had also been growing as in the core part of the town. Increased livelihood insecurity due to the lack of irrigation water for agriculture-dependent households in the upstream area is leading to their migration in search of alternate livelihood options. In Diktel, particularly the young people are exploring employment opportunities in the core towns or other countries like in many other hill areas of Nepal. Issues of equitable distribution of water are emerging as a challenge under the new project. With the initiation of the new water project, the public and communal taps provided by the previous water projects in the downstream core part of the town have been removed. The project has mandated individual household connections to the water supply grid. This provision has impacted poorer families as they cannot afford the high installation charge and the monthly tariffs for the private connection. Even the households who have the connection cannot afford the water for other household uses except drinking as they find the tariff too high. In Diktel, there is an increasing fear of water shortage in the face of growing demand and declining availability. While climate change is escalating, current planning, governance and development responses need radical rethinking if water insecurity is to be reduced. Contextually relevant project planning and clear institutional structure for water governance are imperative, especially considering the urban poor and disadvantaged groups including women.
Okay, the Diktel case of water supply and water management shows that there are multiple issues. First, climate change impact is also visible. Secondly, there is growing demand for water, primarily for the downstream urban areas. And then thirdly, the upstream rural communities also need increasing amount of water for cash crops, vegetables, and those sort of crops. So there is, as a result, there is an increasing conflict among these different groups of people for different types of water use. So what is needed in such situation is that we need to go beyond conventional water supply system, conventional water management system that just looks at upstream. So what is needed is connecting the management system between upstream, downstream areas, connecting farmers in the upstream areas as well as the urban residents, and then exploring new institutional arrangements that consider resource, urban water supply system, as well as climate-related challenges. So this is what we have learned from this water management case study in Diktel.